My client Cornelia is an expert at connecting companies to the right closers so that they can grow their businesses. However, she knew that in order to grow her business, take things to the next level, she had to improve her ability to set boundaries, to set higher standards for the people she works with, and also learn how to stand out in a crowded marketplace. Here's what happened. Let's dive straight into it. What is going to make this a dream achieving call? How are we going to make the impossible something you have for breakfast in this call?
Well, if I had a magic stick, I would just find great sales reps and match them with great roles so I don't
Mm-hmm.
encounter on these B and C type of offers that we encountered before. So that's the
Beautiful.
main thing.
Beautiful. And who would you need to be in order to create these opportunities?
I would have to create content that will directly speak to these people.
Right, that's what you need to do, but who would you need to be?
That type of person.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Because previously we talked about boundaries and mindset, right? So
Mhm.
um let's explore that a bit, right? What describe to me Connie that effortlessly finds the right client, the right sales reps, and the right businesses to connect them to, right? What is her mindset? What does she believe about herself? What does she believe about the world?
I just lost you for a minute. Sorry.
No problem. So Connie that effortlessly creates opportunities with the right salespeople and the right businesses. Tell me about her mindset. What does she believe about herself? What does she believe about the world?
Well, the world is a place of infinite possibilities, and
Yes.
in order to attract people that we are meant to work with, we have to be 100% authentic. And there are some spiritual stuff that I'm not presenting 100% when I am in my content. Like yesterday, I was posting and I just
Mhm.
deleted the last paragraph because I thought that it might be too much.
Tell me, what was the last paragraph about?
Well, it was about the extreme ownership of not playing the victim mentality because I've seen that a lot with my mom, and
Mm-hmm.
I've seen with some reps that I didn't get good leads, I don't get qualified leads, they just give me this, they give me that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I
Yes.
would talk to a rep, I would give them advice always to create their personal brand and be authentic and be themselves in order to write to business owners to recognize them. And the
Right.
last paragraph should be just take extreme ownership of all of your actions, all of your thoughts, and do not play the victim because victim mentality will just attract the people towards you that will make you even bigger victim than you are. So that
Beautiful.
was a little bit harsh. So I was like, no.
Was it though? I mean, think of it this way, right? Do you want to be a mother?
Maybe one day if I find the right partner that's weird
Beautiful.
enough like me.
Beautiful. So if let's say your daughter was playing the victim, you saying something like that, would that be too harsh?
No,
No,
I
right?
would tell her not to play the victim because she will attract the situations and people and jobs in her life that will make her
Exactly.
even bigger victim. And then in the morning when she wakes up, she's gonna think about yesterday and then she's gonna manifest and repeat that
Mm-hmm.
cycle because of all
Mm-hmm.
these negative emotions that are um how do I say charged into her body. So
Right.
we need,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So what I'm hearing is kind of, and it kind of circles back to boundaries, right? What gives you the ability to set boundaries is the mindset of saying, this is who I am, take it or leave it,
I like that.
right? And It's the same with your marketing, right? If you are concerned that some people will consider your message harsh and you water it down, guess what happens? All of a sudden, you're just like everybody else because everybody else is afraid of the same thing. They're afraid to speak their mind. They're afraid to say, "This is what I believe in, and this is what I don't believe in. This is who I am. This is who I am not." Right? So if everybody's the same, then who gets the clients?
Well, if everybody's the same, then the lower price gets the client. It's no difference then.
Or who else gets the client?
I don't know.
Who gets, if everybody's the same, who gets to charge a premium for their service?
The one who's most authentic and who actually uh, tells harsh things with intention to help people.
Exactly. So, in other words, the one that's different, right? And
Yes,
if you want to be different, just like you mentioned, the best way to be different is to be authentic, right? To say exactly what you believe in and what you stand for,
yes,
right? It's the same take it or leave it mentality, right? So, you want people to say, I fucking love this, or I fucking hate this. But
yeah,
liking it, right? You can make a lot of content that gets likes, but likes rarely mean a transaction. That is the transaction. They gave you a like. They feel like they've paid you already for your efforts, right? But whereas the people who hate you, they don't waste time, they don't waste your time, they don't occupy your space. And people who love you want to do business with you. You know what I mean?
yes, exactly. Once Grant Cardone said the haters who come and just boost my algorithm.
Also, also true, yeah. That's still they're paying you without even realizing it, right? But what I want for you is the confidence to know that you being you and saying what you want to say, that version of you, that unique version of you is more than enough and that it is required, right? Because like practically speaking, let's say in your industry there's millions of sales reps, but how many of them speak about spirituality? How many of them speak about mindset? How many of them make this distinction between, hey, the reason why you're not getting the leads is because you're acting like a victim, you're being a little bitch.
True.
You know what I mean? So what would happen if you had this mentality of take it or leave it?
Then only people who resonate with me would work with me, and those who do not would just fall off themselves. So the vibe does not align with them. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah, right. You probably noticed, like, from my marketing, I'm very incisive sometimes. I'm very, cut the bullshit, or abrupt. Some might even call me aggressive, but that's how I am. This is what you can expect in our coaching call, right? If you start rambling off to some bullshit, I'm gonna be like, hey, hey, cut the bullshit, right? So this kind of allows me for it builds a lot more trust because they know what to expect. What I would love for you is, I mean, following taking examples from Grant Cardone or all of the gurus is great for the beginning, but there comes a certain point where you need to let go of all of that and take guidance from the one person who knows what the best formula is for you. And that person is you 5 or 10 years from now. So I want you to do a quick exercise. Would you like us to play a bit?
Yeah, that would be great because I really want
Great.
to learn the thing that you said to be more magnetic,
Ah, beautiful.
like to attract instead of me always going out there like a warrior and doing stuff and executing.
Yes. Beautiful. We can definitely do that. So close your eyes for a bit and connect with your future super successful self. Notice how she walks. Notice how she talks. Notice how she markets. Notice how she sells. Notice how she connects with other people, both personally and professionally. And now imagine being her right now, in this moment. Imagine she traveled back in time and she had to build everything from the ground up, but she already had the benefit of her experience. She already knew how to do it, right? She just traveled back in time, but she has all the information she needs. But she just decided to do it all over again, just for fun. And now show her to me. Show you. Show me you. Yeah.
Every person should be aware of their own power, and they need us to help them to discover it. But first, we need to show it to the world and not be afraid of our own power and creation.
There we go. I feel like this is your life's mantra, yeah?
That's true.
Beautiful.
Because we're here not only to help people personally and professionally, but also to help them raise the overall consciousness of the world. And that's the
Beautiful.
how we change the world, and that's how we make it peaceful. By cultivating peace in every and each other and radiating that peace, that's the ripple effect that we need to create.
I love that. I love that. So, with all of your experience, right? Decades of building businesses and all of your experience with success, how or what would you talk about if you were to create a post today that would attract sales reps and the right companies? What would you talk about in that post?
Now we talk about the importance of cultivating peace consciousness and spreading it out to the world.
And how does that tie in with sales?
When we are in our true authentic self, then we're going to attract more people that resonate with us, and lower vibrational opportunities, people, and things are going to pass us because we've risen our vibration high enough so everything just repels.
And what if some people say, "What is this bullshit?"
Well, I can say I've been reincarnated too many times. I can explain to you if you want to jump on Zoom.
Beautiful, beautiful. What if people from your company say, "What is she talking about? This spiritual bullshit."
Well, they heard some stuff, so I think that they are a little bit, let's say, used to it.
Right? hmm And what would you say if a client, a company doesn't want to show you their numbers?
It's totally fine. We'll find another one who will be totally transparent with us as we're transparent with other people. We give a lot, but we also expect a lot in return.
This, this is magnetic.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation with my client, and let me know in the comments what was your most valuable insight from this conversation. And if you would like a similar experience, check the link in the comments.